Welcome to Blinded by the Item. It's juicy bits of gossip, but the names left out. That's what we're here for. And welcome to the show. Mike Ganger over here giving us the blind items. Bradley Traynor and I'm Dawn McClain, and we will be trying to guess which celebrities he's talking about. We had the Super Bowl and the opening of the Olympics Winter Games this weekend, so a lot to catch
going
up on. Yeah.
A lot happening.
If I were gonna I would say Super Bowl would end up having at the end of the week more blinds than the Olympics, but that's just my gut check.
The Super Bowl doesn't have Shaun White as one of their commentators.
True.
So you just never know.
That's true.
Let's get into it. And actually, we are going to start there. As we always talk about during award seasons, we're probably going to get a lot more when it comes to the Super Bowl. It happened yesterday. So again, we'll likely see more blinds coming in. But let's start off with a little section here that I call Super Bowl hookups.
Oh.
Because it was, there was a number of maybe publicationships, maybe just straight up hookups, I don't know, that were happening at the Super Bowl. Let's begin with this one. It was hard launch time for this foreign-born multiple franchise actor and his rebound. He was over his ex getting all the headlines, and the model is just about ready to make a big push, plus the 2-decade age gap is his wheelhouse. Mm-hmm. It was hard launch time for this foreign-born multiple franchise actor and his rebound. He was over the ex getting all the headlines, and this model is just about to get a big push. Plus, the 2-decade age gap is right in his wheelhouse.
I have an idea who I think this is.
You both, I think, do.
Yeah, I also am surprised we didn't see the other half and her publicationship at the Super Bowl. Like, I feel like that would have been a place they would have ended up.
Yeah.
You would think.
Are we talking about Orlando, or as Katie now calls him, Borlando?
No,
That's
my
right.
gosh. She does? Borlando? Or you just made that up? I'm so gullible sometimes.
You must have missed that story.
I was like,
girl.
what story did I miss? Okay, Borlando.
Yes. Orlando Bloom.
Did you see who Borlando is out with?
I don't know she's a blonde. I know that because the headline I saw was like, Orlando Bloom on the arms of a blonde model.
She is, I believe, a Swiss model.
Mm-hmm.
Swiss Miss.
Louisa Lemel, we'll go with that. I don't know. And it is her and Orlando Bloom who were seen out and about. They were leaving the Super Bowl together, arm in arm. And I guess it was hard launch time for Orlando Bloom, the multiple franchise actor.
All right.
That is a somewhat change, because remember the last lady we saw him was like on a boat. Remember, wasn't there a young lady he was with on a boat?
Probably.
But that might have just been an emergency rebound thing.
Oh, she's here. Yeah.
And certainly she never got the hard launch treatment like this young lady has. She's 28, by the way. He's 49.
It shows you further the people for whom say the Super Bowl is irrelevant. It was a complete stage for publicationships.
Oh, totally.
And see or be seen celebrity moments.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you guys go ahead and mention maybe the biggest one, because that's our next blind item here in our Super Bowl hookups. Let's do this one. Keeping the theme of Super Bowl hookups going, speaking of 2-decade age gaps, this A-plus lister is keeping the fun-loving guy totally not having any issue with his ex having the time of her life narrative going with this A-list influencer. So once again, speaking of a 2-decade age gap, this A-plus lister is keeping the fun-loving guy totally don't care about my ex having the time of her life narrative going with this A-list influencer. Again, another easy one.
I think that'd be Tom Brady and Alex Earl.
Yeah, because we saw them, and according to those sources, they're straight up doing it.
I mean, they were dancing at a private Super Bowl party. There were pictures. I'm like, why do we get to see them then? They were dancing and chatting, and it's like, I feel like this is a huge relationship.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, 100%. That's why I said, like, I think this is now probably the second only. Well, actually, I don't know what the first would be, because there's so many other options. But in terms of platforms for people to soft or hard launch their publicationships, this is it. Because it gives you some sort of like like the camera and people aren't going to be asking them questions, and the camera's not always going to be on them. But it's like, oh, we just happened to turn on.
Yep.
And we know the entire world is watching.
Yeah, soft launch are the parties. Hard launch is the game.
There you go. Well said.
Well, good luck to them.
Again, we're going to keep it rolling on, and you're just knocking these right out of the park. Let's see if you can do all three of them. You're doing much better than the Patriots' offensive line did last night. Let's see how this one goes. And how about a 3-decade age gap? This longtime A-list actor has always loved the super young yachter pool, but it's got to be a little odd while you're 50, partying at a big game, and your, quote, girlfriend can't legally drink.
Is that Leo?
How about, hold on a second, let me read it one more time here, but no, not Leo. How about a 3-decade age gap? This longtime A-list actor has always loved the super young yachter pool. It's got to be a little odd, though, when you're over 50, partying hard at the big game, and your girlfriend, in air quotes, can't legally drink.
I mean, Kevin Costner was there. Okay.
So this is an actor who's 50?
Or just over 50?
Over 50. I think he's probably right at around 50.
Okay. And this one I didn't see because I thought, honestly, because again, they were all there. There was another one you were going to bring up. Maybe we'll bring it up after this. But before we get to that one.
Tobey Maguire?
Oh, good guess, though.
He was with Leo. Yucking it up, of course.
Well, he was obviously with someone else.
He was also flirting with influencer Mishka Silva, who's 20 years old.
Oh, God.
According to the blind items, how about a 3-decade age gap? It's got to be weird when you're Tobey Maguire partying it up at the Super Bowl, over 50 years old, and your, quote, girlfriend can't legally drink.
This is not going to end well. This also is like, this dude leans into these blinds.
Yeah.
Because we have talked about Tobey Maguire more than once in this vein.
Most recently, it was a couple of years ago with Lily Chi. She, the actress / model / social media personality, I think wasn't, because she's 22 now, so she was, I think, barely 21 at the time.
Come on, dude. Ew.
His daughter is like 19.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. And we also mentioned the fact that he's got kids that are basically their same age.
No.
Ruby Sweetheart Maguire is 19 years old.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a move.
Makes you think.
And he obviously doesn't care.
No.
Because you don't roll up, with the world
feel
watching.
So gross. I'm sorry. If my dad was dating someone my age.
And I kind of don't care about most of these stories about like age gaps, but like 20 and 50.
Yeah.
I mean, even I'm like a little, apparently.
I personally believe that's gross.
So, not good luck to them.
No.
I mean, good luck to her.
Luck to them. Yes.
Good luck to her.
Wish her the best.
Yeah. Because can you imagine when you were 20 being wined and dined by a A-list celebrity? Like your brain ain't working the same way.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess she's a model?
Model / I think she's done a little acting, but mostly model.
Model. Okay.
I mean, hey, look, if it's like a pure publicationship thing and he's like, why don't you come hang out? You'll get a lot of attention. Maybe you'll get some, modeling gigs and things. And you don't have to do anything weird. Sure.
Okay.
But.
Interesting.
And let's not forget, we mentioned it about another publicationship that might be coming up at some point. It's that time of year. People are all hopping on their yachts coming up here in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
they're going to be making their way up
mating
the coast.
season?
No, it's almost yachting season. So this is when we see the billionaires and multi-millionaire actors getting on those yachts, and they got Cannes coming up. You got the Met Gala coming up.
Well, it would be interesting to see if Tobey Maguire is out with this woman at Cannes during yachting season, because he and Leo are frequent guests of that region. So this, it'll be interesting to see if this stands the test of time.
They're always on yachts, and it's so weird to see them on land. I'll admit, I'm like, oh, they're on land. I just feel like they live on the sea.
Who?
Toby and
You think he's like a merman?
Yes, he does. I guess he has
doesn't
legs.
have legs.
Yeah.
I have really good news for Toby.
Yeah?
Her birthday's April 8th, so she can legally drink here in a couple of months.
Oh, great. Great.
Congrats to the happy creep couple.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Hey,
that is
girl.
just sad, but unfortunately
Where do you
true.
want me to take you for your first drink? Should we go to Bennigan's?
Oh, my God.
So, again, we're going to have more stories rolling in as it pertains to the Super Bowl. I do have a couple more here, but you were talking about another Super Bowl hookup you saw that you thought I was going to bring up. Who was that in particular?
Are you talking about Hamildashian or Lim?
Haven't got there, no. But yeah, let's talk about them. They were there. They launched.
I mean, that was the first one I saw because I'm like, we've talked about them for so long, and this seems like an obvious moment, and I can't wait. We're going to talk about this later on our radio show, so this is your tease to listen to us on MyTalk. You can do it through the app if you're not local. Otherwise, just stay tuned because, you guys, it's so obvious.
How much is he getting paid?
But I will say what were you going to say, Mike?
No, I just think this is yes, I think everyone is being compensated quite well because if the narrative around the Skims and Nike deal is accurate, there is a lot of money on the line when it comes to this relationship. Mm-hmm. And it makes a lot of sense.
There's some lip readers who were reading the things that they were saying.
Oh my gosh.
And
what did they say?
I'm not going to give it all to you because I want to tease you a little bit. But literally it involved like her going to see his mom.
Okay. And then he said, "This is my Venmo."
When does that check clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, she's saying that too because this is money for both of them. Like
Yes.
this is just a smart business move.
It is.
A la Pete Davidson. It's very Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, congrats to the happy couple.
Yeah, if you missed our Blinded from, I don't know, a few days ago, there's a whole story because Nike has been trying to basically land Lewis Hamilton for years. That is a market or a target of them that they have not been able to land from a promotion standpoint. For those who don't know, Lewis Hamilton, one of the biggest racers in the world, probably the most single marketable F1 driver in the world. And so it makes sense that there is a deal here going to be put in place.
And he has had so many relationships in the past.
29.
Excuse me?
29.
Wow.
I mean, he's
What are you
how
counting
old is he?
a relationship?
I'm counting people that celebrities /
He's been connected
women
to.
that he's been tied to,
Oh,
whether
I
they're
thought it was
models,
like
actors,
10.
singers. I'm not talking about like, I don't know, any random, rando person he might have been with, but according
Lurleen
to
Forge from Tennessee.
when you deep dive the Lewis Hamilton dating history, you are going to find 28 different celebrities that have either been tied to him officially or rumored to be tied to him.
Just off the top of your head, can you give us some?
Yeah. Rita Ora, Rihanna, Kendall Jenner, Kim Kardashian.
Shakira.
Weird that those two. Shakira, most recent, Sofia Vergara. What's her name? The one who's
Pavlika?
Yeah, well, she's married to one of the twins from the Disney show. Sorry, my head is...
Yeah, Mary Kay.
No. You've given us plenty, trust me.
So yeah, there's a lot there to work with.
Wow.
No, the Sprouse kid.
Oh, yeah,
Dylan
Dylan Sprouse, one of their wives he was with as well.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, it is insane.
Yeah,
So-
well, he's obviously, I mean, I would just like to commend his agents and PR people because they've gotten this dude in all the right places.
Anita Palvin, right?
Barbara Palvin.
Barbara,
please.
She ended up marrying Dylan
yeah.
Sprouse, and I'm pretty sure she is on that very, very long list of people tied to Lewis Hamilton as well. You mentioned it, and I'll just bring this up because this is a blind item, but it's obviously not much of a blind item. I love how there was this whole narrative that Kendall Jenner was feeling uncomfortable with Bad Bunny performing. Meanwhile, 2 suites down, her sister is with her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's probably the weird focus there. Yeah.
So, a little odd.
Yeah. Like, she uncomfortably dances to Bad Bunny. I'm like, she's fine.
She's fine or she wouldn't have been there.
Yes.
And also I wanted to understand the suite that they were all in because it was like Tim Cook, like it was just this random hodgepodge of A-listers.
I think Kendall was in the same one with Bieber's. I think Kendall was in the one with that was the Apple Music one, or like the Apple one.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
But then Kim and Lewis, they were in a different one. It was amazing how many different suites and different parties people were at and had. It was just, yeah, it was wild.
I saw Flava Flav there. Shout out to Flava Flav.
Well, let's talk about Flava Flav after this blind item, because, again, this is probably not going to be a difficult one. We're just kind of cleaning things up after the Super Bowl, as they are still probably doing right now as well. Rough way to go out, but that is the end of the career for this A-list athlete, and the partner didn't wait for long. She was sick of him constantly cheating on him and had to just get through the game to satisfy many professional endorsements / contractual agreements. Now they're done. Again, this might be the easiest blind by the item we've ever done. Rough way to go out, though, for this A-list athlete. And the partner didn't wait long. She had to stick around with him cheating on her constantly, but she had to make it through this game to satisfy many professional endorsements and contractual agreements. But now they are officially done.
Is it Stephon Diggs and Cardi B?
Oh, yes, for sure.
Had to get through it, and if you haven't seen, they unfollowed each other last night on Instagram. I'm not joking. Within hours of the final game.
All right.
So we did see Cardi. She was on the field during that Super Bowl halftime show with Bad Bunny. She was one of the many celebs partying.
Which I'm kind of surprised she didn't perform. Like, I kind of wish she would have.
Yeah. We were kind of surprised that Lady Gaga showed up. We're like, where's J-Lo?
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard because, it's similar to the conversation with Taylor. Like, do you want to be leading up to and prepping for a Super Bowl performance while your significant other is about to play in the game?
Yeah.
That is true, if there is something real there, which obviously they do have a child together. So apparently that's a little bit more than your typical publicationship.
I know she was like the lead performer at a huge party.
Yeah.
Like, the Fanatics one. Yeah.
I just was surprised that it was Gaga. Again, she's done the Super Bowl before. I think, didn't she do the anthem and she did the halftime show? So kudos and congrats. And she's not, she's great, but it just seemed like an odd choice. There were so many other, Karol G was there. Mm-hmm. I wonder, I'm always curious, what the backroom conversation is about why. She said great things about Bad Bunny at the Grammys. Maybe he was like, I really like that Gaga. She seems to like me. Let's let her do a thing.
Yeah. But
then it was weird to not have Bruno. So she's doing the Bruno song.
Let's not forget it. It is the Apple Music halftime show, so there has to be, like you said, a backroom conversation or something that had to get satisfied to make this happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Tim Cook is like, I really don't like that Karol G, so I want that Gaga. Put her in a blue dress. I don't think Tim Cook talks like that.
And I wanted to bring this one up, too, because you mentioned Flava Flav. Did you see Flava Flav's social media post?
No.
He basically was like, wait a minute. How can she be on the field when she's right there? And he took a picture of her in the press box or in the suite with her. He swears that she was in two places at once.
Oh.
There was a doppelganger?
Yeah. He's like, that wasn't her out there because I was hugging her, taking a picture with her during halftime, and yet she's on the field. I don't get it.
Oh, my gosh. I've got to look at that.
It's pretty good.
That's great.
So Flava Flav was having some fun.
All right.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of the Super Bowl.
Let's go. I've had enough ball talk.
Okay.
We'll have more Super Bowl talk, I'm sure, like I said, as the dust settles from all these Super Bowl parties, after parties, and everything else happening. But I'm sure there'll be a lot of details to get to when it comes to that. Let's remind everyone to like and subscribe and check us out on YouTube if you're not doing that already. Let's go with this one here. Friends make the absolute worst enemies, and that is the case for these two award-winning actresses. Both are married. Both had very unprofessional relationships with directors they worked with, and the younger one has been jealous of the older one for years. Apparently, she is getting worse at hiding it. Friends make the absolute worst enemies, and that is the case for these two award-winning actresses. Both are married. Both have had non-professional relationships with directors they worked with. And the younger one has been jealous of the older one for years. Apparently, she's just getting worse at hiding it.
The younger one and the older one, they were besties?
Yeah, it says friends make the absolute worst enemies. These are two people that apparently either are or were pretty close or thought to be.
Is this like, do we know that? Or are we like, oh yeah, those two, buddy?
I think it's kind of known.
Okay.
I don't think it's like...
Were they in movies together?
Oh,
not that you know off the top of your head, that's fine.
Yeah, not that I know off the top.
It's not like an iconic part of...
No, it's not like...
It's not Sandy Bullock and Melissa McCarthy.
No.
Is one of them Jennifer Lawrence? Because she was with Darren Aronofsky. I mean, they legitimately...
Always a good guess.
I'm like,
is she the younger one?
She is the younger one.
Oh, okay.
So again, let's fill it in with what you've got so far. Friends make the absolute worst enemies, and that happens to be the case for these two award-winning actresses, one being Jennifer Lawrence. Both are married. Both have had non-professional relationships with directors they've worked with. And the younger one, Jennifer Lawrence, has been jealous of this older one for years. Apparently, she is just getting worse at hiding it.
It's not like Anne Hathaway.
Oh, go ahead.
It is not.
I mean, Kristen Stewart had an inappropriate relationship with that director. Okay. Trying to think of, let's see.
It's not like Meryl Streep or something.
It is not.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Is this she's Academy Award did?
Okay.
She is.
Gosh, I wonder how much older, like 20 years older?
No.
Okay, 10?
So similar.
No.
Oh, like 30?
No.
40?
No.
20.
5.
Wait, 5?
Closer.
Oh, 4 years older?
Nope.
6 years older.
2.
2.
She's only 2 years older.
Okay,
So don't get
hung up on the fact.
Contemporary.
I was going to say
Okay.
Shirley MacLaine.
No.
Anya Taylor-Joy. Okay.
Again, let's read it with what you've got so far. Friends make absolute the worst enemies, and that seems to be the case for these two. Now you've both determined Oscar-winning actresses. Both are married. Both have had non-professional relationships with directors they've worked with. And the younger one, Jennifer Lawrence, has been jealous of the older one for years, and apparently she's just getting worse at hiding it.
Like Jessica Chastain?
Nope.
Amy Adams?
Scarlett Johansson.
Florence Pugh?
Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, is she married to like someone in the business?
She is not.
Oh, it's not Margot Robbie.
No and no. Nope.
Okay.
Charlize?
Nope. An Oscar-winning actress who apparently Jennifer Lawrence, I should say, is very close with, and Jennifer Lawrence has been jealous of for years, if you believe the blind items.
Is she in a superhero franchise?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Zoe?
Nope.
Daisy Ridley.
Gal Gadot.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Brie Larson? Okay.
She was in a superhero franchise. She was not a superhero.
Oh, Gwyneth? No, she's too old for 2 years.
Yeah. Angelina, no.
It's not Amy Schumer. Somebody who's won
Oscar winner.
Yeah, somebody who's won
And
an
in fact,
Academy Award.
I'm pretty positive 2-time Oscar winner.
Natalie Portman?
Good guess.
I'm pretty sure she's won 2. Let me confirm that.
Kate Winslet?
She has won 2 Oscars.
Oh, okay.
And she's the same age, basically, or 2 years older than Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, no. This is getting tough.
I feel like we're doing
Emma
pretty good
Stone?
naming.
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Nicely done. Yes, she's one for Poor Things and La La Land. But
Okay.
according to the blind
the
items, friends make the absolute worst
Poor
enemies,
Things.
and that is the case for Jennifer Lawrence and Emma Stone. Both are married. Both have had non-professional relationships with directors they've worked with. And the younger one, Jennifer Lawrence, is jealous of the older one and has been for years. And apparently she's just getting worse at hiding it. Now this... Unlike your point, Dawn, where the relationship Jennifer Lawrence had was very well known, the blind items have been implying that maybe her current, Emma Stone's current partner
Yorgos
in Yorgos Lanthimos have had a very, maybe more than professional relationship.
I could see
Again,
it.
that's the blind item talking, not me talking.
I mean, that tracks. I feel like you've mentioned that before.
We've talked about that as a blind item before, yes. About the Greek filmmaker and her and the relationship.
Is that just because she's naked in all of his movies?
Naked?
Very naked in a couple of them. Yes, I probably.
Okay.
Like, I think you've described her as his muse before.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I love seeing anything that they're making together, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Poor Things and...
But did we need all the blood? You haven't seen that movie yet, have you?
I haven't seen Begonia.
Oh,
hurry up. Loved Poor Things. Mark Ruffalo in that movie has one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Poor Things?
No.
Bradley?
No.
We need to do a switcheroo there.
Switcherooski.
Yes. You need to watch Poor Things.
Well, I'm in the midst of trying to watch actual this year's nominated film, so it'll have to be after that.
Oh, right.
Because it takes me forever to watch a movie. I'm really trying to watch The Secret Agent currently, but it's 2 hours and 40 minutes. Is it called The Secret Agent?
It is.
Right? The Brazilian one? Yeah.
Yep. Wagner Moura.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep rolling on with some more blind items. You guys are doing really, really well here today on this post-Super Bowl edition. Speaking of, it shouldn't be a surprise that we are halfway through another awards season, and this permanent A-list actor / sometimes director is empty-handed. When you treat everyone you interact with like absolute garbage for 3.5 decades, they tend to remember that. It is the reason he did a Super Bowl ad. His team told him it would make him more relatable. Good luck with that.
Not crypto.
It shouldn't be a surprise that we're halfway through another award season and this permanent A-list actor / sometimes director is empty-handed. When you treat everyone you interact with for 3.5 decades like complete garbage, they tend to remember that. It's the only reason he did a Super Bowl ad. His team told him it would make him more relatable. Good luck with that. And we've done not a crypto ad. So many A-listers are now doing Super Bowl commercials. This is actually tough.
Was it in the Goodwill Duncan? Was he in that one? Okay.
He was not. Although that was
weird.
Why? I don't know. It was just
I liked all the celebs.
It scratched every 90s sitcom
Tom Brady
that I had to be scratched. It was awesome. I loved it. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone.
No, you're
that's
not.
Fine.
You're
I
not.
really liked it.
I just didn't care for Tom Brady's wig. And their faces kind of creeped me out.
Yeah. I just was like, what's going on here? Like,
that's
it was
the
just
point,
too much going on. Didn't make me want to buy donuts, is what I'm saying.
I did sing along to the karaoke, the New Kids karaoke. That was crypto, right?
New Kids was...
Or Bitcoin? Or,
yeah, that was big. That was crypto.
Crypto.com.
It was New Kids. It wasn't that Backstreet Boys?
Oh, Backstreet. You're right.
They had a moment. Jeez.
Oh, that's right.
They had the T-Mobile commercial where they actually performed, and then they had this crypto one, which was just everybody.
And it was just like the cheapest commercial to make ever.
Yeah, but kind of
just
awesome.
Words on a screen.
Get everybody to do karaoke at their Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
Okay, but this has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Shouldn't be a surprise that we are halfway through another award season, and this permanent A-list actor / sometimes director is empty-handed. So he's got a role that's got him at least in the conversation to win awards. When you treat everyone you interact with like garbage for 3.5 decades, they tend to remember that. It's the only reason he did a Super Bowl ad. His team told him it would make him more relatable. Good luck with that. So keep in mind, this is somebody who has previously never done a Super Bowl ad.
Was Brett Ratner in this?
Is it James Cameron?
Be kind of funny.
I didn't see all the commercials.
So this is a director?
No, a permanent A-list actor. / sometimes director. But this is a permanent A-list actor.
Okay.
Who's kind of a jerk.
Well, if you believe the blind items.
Oh. There was no Ryan Reynolds, was there? Well, it's not Chris Hemsworth.
That was a fun one, too.
Yeah.
Maybe I was just in a good state of mind. I thought
there were a lot of good ones. I was just mildly creeped out by their AI faces.
Can I ask this question? And maybe it's
Please do.
Too prying, but was the movie they were in a movie last year as an actor?
Yep.
Okay.
That's up for awards.
Did they also direct it?
I don't believe so. No, they did not.
All right. So was it at the beginning of the year or towards the end?
I will have to look that up. I'm not sure.
Who are you thinking?
I'm just looking at my list of movies.
Oh,
so
this was later. This was later. This was later in the year. This was released right in the wheelhouse for award-winning type films to be released. We're talking mid-November.
Okay.
Mid-November, December, usually when they're all flying at us.
Okay. There's no way it's Guillermo. Okay.
Again, a permanent A-list actor.
Okay.
Permanent A-list actor.
Long-time
George.
permanent A-list actor that's treat people like trash for 3.5 decades. What'd you just say?
George Clooney?
Correct.
Wow.
Come on, man.
What did he do? I must have missed that.
He was in the Instacart commercial. He said that Instacart will eat your fees.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that one?
I didn't see that one.
I think was it Instacart? I think it was some. Well, that told you how good of a commercial it was. It was basically, or DoorDash maybe. I don't know. It was one where like if you buy things, the company will eat the fees rather
Grubhub.
than Grubhub. There you go.
Okay.
Grubhub. See, they did a really good job of marketing.
Yeah. Sorry, Grubhub. Your money did not pay out.
Well,
they're basically looking around at who at the table is going to eat the fees. It was this big, like, medieval table feast. Then all of a sudden, George Clooney's at the end. He's like, Grubhub will eat your fees.
All right.
According to the blind items,
and
though.
Then they looked at his feet because he was kind of making it sound like a foot thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the feet people were real excited. That's what I would do.
I'm being gullible again. Did you think what? Because I didn't see it.
Grubhub will eat your feeties. According to the blind items, though.
How about eating your Wheaties while showing me your feeties?
Ew.
It shouldn't be a surprise that we are halfway through another award season and George Clooney is empty-handed. When you treat everyone like garbage for 3.5 decades, they tend to remember that. It's the reason why he did a Super Bowl ad for the first time ever. His team said it would make him more relatable. Good luck with that.
I guess I'm being naive, but have we talked? I don't feel like the blinds have talked about him being a major jerk, have they? I mean, he's certainly been in the blinds for a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of them like really conspiratorial, but...
Yeah, especially now.
But but like the jerky thing, have we talked about that?
It's almost like he was untouchable for so long that people would never say anything bad about George Clooney. So maybe we're just learning of it. Now it's just anybody's game. It's
being framed that maybe around Hollywood he believed that he was a little untouchable, and maybe we 100. As like, you know, people enjoying the films and enjoying his work didn't maybe notice it, but those around him, his peers, might have been like, okay, it's George doing George stuff again.
Right.
I don't know. That's according to the blinds.
Okay.
Okay. I'll buy that.
What was your favorite Super Bowl commercial while we're on the topic?
Oh, gosh, on the spot. What do you think?
Oh, my
gotta pick one.
I have to?
Yes. Requirement.
Oh, my gosh. I didn't watch a lot of them.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, Tylenol, they didn't do anything. They just had a regular ad. Out of the ones I watched,
I'm trying to remember now. So we talked about the Duncan one. I thought the karaoke one was like clever because I literally said out loud, they're doing, because Jamie was in the kitchen doing dishes, like, they're doing karaoke. I don't get it. Because the way it played was like you didn't see anything until the very, very end. And I thought, is this part of the show? So the fact that it got me to stop and think, I thought that was clever, but certainly not creative. I'm trying to think what else I saw. What else do we got? What was your favorite?
Emotion. I really liked the Lady Gaga singing "Won't You Be My Neighbor" and the whole just like the heart of that one. That was one of the only ones that kind of gave me a tear. The Lay's one gave me a tear. Passing
that was
the farm.
Father.
Yeah, passing the farm over. I like a good emotional one.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Budweiser one normally gives us a great emotional one with the eagle and the horse. I don't know.
Not so much.
I didn't really love that one. It made it look like the horse had wings and was going to fly away, and then it was an eagle. And I'm just like, everyone's saying that's the best one, and that Budweiser has had so many better ones than that, in my humble opinion.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, you guys drop us a note in the comments
let us know
if there was a commercial you thought stood out that we had the wrong take on a particular commercial. Feel free to disagree. We love it.
The Coldplay couple has officially made it to Super Bowl halftime. They made it to the commercials as Pepsi Zero made fun of them with the Bears. Wild. The Coke Bears have switched to Pepsi.
It is crazy that couple's never going to see any of the money that they've generated.
Yeah.
Like we need to pass a law that says if you're the subject of a meme, you You have to be compensated when you're used in advertising.
I'm sure that our government will spend way more time on that than they need to. So instead of other important things.
Are you?
Weird.
I'm not so convinced.
You guys got any other stories and things from the weekend that caught your eye?
Okay, so this has been talked about for a while, but I want to bring up something I saw last week, and it has to do with Jessica Biel's divorce intervention.
Oh.
Now, this is coming from a great source, Radar Online, who they have the best clickbait articles. They're just like, what now? And half of them are just, there's no truth at all in it, but maybe there is in this one. So apparently they're saying that they've been putting up a really good front for their marriage, but it just isn't working for her. And it's reached a point where friends are saying that it isn't healthy anymore. So her friends are in her ear saying, listen, you've got your own thing going on now. And he's just, he's had that flirtation he had with his co-star in New Orleans back in 2019, his DUI arrest, and that she has a production company that's cranking out a lot of great stuff. And she doesn't need him anymore.
What I questioned when I saw this, or that you put it on the list, I was like, hello, 2016. I feel like these rumors and the speculation that they're just 5 seconds away from leaving each other is so dusty. I wonder why it's showing up now. I mean, not that it couldn't be legit, right? But
yeah,
excuse me, just in the grand scheme of things.
I don't think it's an accident that we too were just talking about the fact that Justin Timberlake seems to have something coming up. Remember, we started getting all the posts that he recently performed, the first time he's performed since his Lyme disease diagnosis.
That's right.
We also got some other words about things, the two of them, Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake, posted for his birthday about how great life was, and a lovey-dovey post there.
So this is just an opportunity to keep the speculation alive, which keeps their name in headlines.
Exactly.
Because by all accounts, they've both been living separate lives for quite a while. I mean, if you believe the blinds, right?
Sure.
But
yeah, it says that he's been groveling to her a lot, like, please don't leave. I'm like, how do you know that? But it's still fun to read about.
Yeah.
Sweet. Bradley, you got anything for
really
us?
Quickly, I just have to tell you, I was on my couch last night and I was looking through the headlines to see what did I miss for the weekend. And I came across a headline that literally my first reaction was I need to text Dawn and Mike.
No, that's right.
Okay.
So Wendy Williams, tragically, her dad passed away.
Okay.
Over the weekend. He was 94, and we wish her all the best. And that's not what I was going to text you, although that was the story I was going to text you. But in my mind's eye, because I was cross-stitching and watching the Super Bowl, it's my life, and enjoying my decaf with a little bit of dark chocolate.
Every night.
Do you ever do something and you say to yourself, how many other people on earth are doing this exact same thing
literally
right now?
zero.
Yeah.
But if you are, put it in the comments. But I literally thought it said Wendy Williams. I don't even want to say it.
Yeah.
I thought Wendy was the one who'd passed.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh my God, how is this not breaking news? Where are the headlines? Why is it only TMZ? And then I just, as I was reading through the thing, I was like, you ding-a-ling. I mean, again, sad and tragic because it is her dad and he passed away. But it was not it was just a reminder to me how you two are the ones that I instantly think of in that moment.
Oh, thank you.
When there's major breaking celebrity news.
Oh my gosh.
Because no one else in my life would be able to understand the moment and the tragedy of it all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So I thought of you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Did you spit out your decaf all over your cross stitch?
Absolutely not.
Oh, good.
I ain't wasting a drop of that liquid gold. Nor should you waste a drop of our audio gold. Monday through Friday on MyTalk. That's the radio. You can listen there. We've also got an app, so if you don't live locally, you can listen to it on there. We got a podcast you can download and subscribe to. Leave us a review. But at the end of the day, we'd love for you to head over to our YouTube channel. It's called
Blinded by the Item.
Like and subscribe. Bye!
Blinded by the item.